Okay, here's Unit 7, Day 3, and this is going to be Part 2. And we're on the back, and we're going to do some ones with algebra. And we first need to, again, look at what kind of problems we have, what information does it tell me. It tells me that DF bisects this angle. What does that mean? It means that it cuts this into two equal parts. So DF is an angle bisector. It means that this angle is equal to that angle. Put your line where the equal sign is. There's nothing to combine, so I'm going to minus the 4x. So 30 equals 4x, divide by 4, and we get x is 7.5. But it didn't ask me for x, it asked me for angle CDE. It asked me for the big one. So how am I going to find the big one? That's right, I'm going to plug it in here. So I'm going to grab my calculator to do it. I'm going to plug this in for the x, so 4 times 7.5 plus 30. This angle here is 60 degrees. Then I'm going to plug it in here. 8 times 7.5 is 60 degrees. So this angle they were looking for is 60 plus 60 is 120 degrees. Okay, the next one. It says it's a perpendicular bisector. That means it bisects and it's perpendicular, which is 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees here, and this equals this. So what can I start with? And it wants me to find all this stuff. Well, let's start with the bisects part. If it bisects it, this is equal to this. So 6x minus 2 equals 7x minus 9 minus this. So this cancels. Negative 2 equals 7 minus 6 is x, plus 9, 7 equals x. Now I also want to find y, and I know that this angle right here is equal to 90 degrees. So 90 equals 5y plus 15 minus 15. 90 minus 15 is 75. Divide by 5, I get y is 15. Then it finally asked me to find how long is DC. Well, if I want to find this one, I need to take x and plug it in right there. 7 times 7.5 minus 9. I can do that on my calculator. 7 times 7.5 minus 9. And I get that that one is 43.5. Okay, and our last two we have here. The first one here is an angle bisector, so I know this angle is equal to this one because it's an angle bisector. And it tells me angle 1 is 2n plus 10. And it tells me angle 2 is 4n minus 32. And I know that those are equal because it's an angle bisector. So 2n plus 10 equals 4n minus 32, and I'm going to solve it. So minus 2n, these cancel, 10 equals 2n minus 32 plus 32, 42 equals 2n, divide by 2, n is 21. Now did they ask me to find n? No, they asked me to find g. This angle here is what they want me to find. And they told me that angle L is 60. So if I know that's 60, however am I going to find this one here? Well, it's just kind of like the other side. So first we're going to take the 21 and I'm going to plug it into these. So I'm going to grab my calculator. I'm plugging 21 in for the ends. So 21 times 2 times 21 plus 10. I'm plugging this in right here. And I get this one is 52. And then I'm going to plug it into this one. 4 times 21 minus 32. This one here is 52. Oh, they were supposed to be the same because it was an angle bisector. Then if I look at this big triangle here, this big triangle, they should add up to 180. And this big angle here is 52 and 52. So that's 104 is this whole angle M. So 180 minus 60 minus 104 tells us angle G is 16 degrees, which is what it was asking me for. And finally, our last problem here, it's a median, so that tells me that it bisects the side, because it's a median, and it tells me QS is 3A minus 14, and it tells me SN, this side, is 2A plus 1. So how am I going to solve this? Well, if it's a median, this is equal to this, so 3A minus 14 has to equal this side, minus the A, so that cancels, and I have A minus 14 equals 1, plus 14, A equals 15. But what does it ask me? It says find the value of A and the value of MSQ. Okay, well MSQ, oh, they told me right here, MSQ, this one that they're asking about is 7A plus 1. So I just need to plug the A in here. So I'm going to grab my calculator. 7 times 15 plus 1. And I get that this angle right here is 106 degrees. Then it says, is this also an altitude? Well, if it was an altitude, it would be 90 degrees, but this one is actually 106 degrees. So B, no, it's not an altitude. Because it's not 90 degrees.